Another story that we're tracking very closely this Wednesday morning is talks that are happening between India and China. This is Corps Commander level talks, which is going to happen today after a gap of almost 3 months. And the timing of this is also very crucial, considering all that happened during New Year's time when China put out that propaganda video over what exactly had happened at the Galwan Valley. India will look forward towards having a constructive dialogue to resolve the areas where friction remains. After 13 rounds of military talks at the Corps Commander level, there have been no signs of any de-escalation really in eastern Ladakh. As part of a disengagement strategy, buffer zones have been created in friction points including Pangong Lake and Gogra and Hot Springs, as well as Galwan. But a final resolution to break the deadlock really hasn't happened. India has insisted on de-escalation in eastern Ladakh as a whole, including places such as Depsang and Demchok, where a massive military buildup continues. This will be the first time the newly appointed commander of 14 Corps, Lieutenant Governor Anindya Sen Gupta, will participate in the talks. The Indian Defence Ministry called China's action to change the status quo in several areas provocative in its year-end review recently. Our defence editor Abhishek Bhalla is also with us on this broadcast. Abhishek, good morning. There will be a keen eye on all the updates that come in from the meeting that happens today. But considering that, we've seen 13 rounds of talks and not much to show for it, Abhishek, can we really expect any sort of breakthrough, or is this just about, keeping the dialogue moving forward?
Well, Akshita, the dialogue has resumed, one can say, after a gap of more than 3 months, and it was looking like as if, there's going to be no further discussion, at least at the military level, because the previous talks did not yield any result. And in fact, the 13th round of talks, were a clear indication that the discussions are moving nowhere, because China has been extremely rigid when it comes to de-escalation across eastern Ladakh. They are saying that there were only 4 friction points, and by and large, disengagement has taken place in those friction points. So there's really no need to discuss things any further. Things are back to normal. But the Indian view was that this is an opportunity to de-escalate entire eastern Ladakh, which means places like Depsang and Demchok, where the Chinese had ingressed many years back in 2013, and then later as well. And since then, there has been tension, there's been build-up, and whatever happened since May 2020 has only added to the escalation in eastern Ladakh. So India has been insisting that let's take this opportunity to de-escalate across the region, but that's something that China has been rigid on.
All right, we'll keep coming across to you, Abhishek, for the big takeaways on that meeting. For the moment, thank you for joining us. I'm slipping into a short break here on India Today. Coming up on the other side, we will continue getting you all the latest news and updates. But that's all we have time for on this edition. Thank you for tuning in.